Hey, Different World BG here, and welcome to Business Boost. Every Thursday here during the week, we talk to you, get you ready for the weekend, talk to you about finance, your career, business, how to boost it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Different World BG here, and this is another episode of Business Boost. Every Thursday, we do this show live from our studio show here in Washington, D.C. We do this show because we want to help you out. The show's about the young hustle. It's not about age. It's about how you can get your money right, how you can do it faster. The people that listen to this show are the people that say, hey, look, I want to make it. I want to make it big, and I don't want to wait. So if this message reaches you, I mean, look at me right now. It's Thanksgiving Day, and you might wonder, why am I in this men's sweatsuit? Why am I wearing this sweatsuit right now? Well, we're still running for the money, right? You need somebody like us on your team who is working on a holiday to make sure that the goals are attained within the fourth quarter. Everybody else is sleeping, stuffing their faces with food, pie, who knows what. We're in the office, we're working, we're getting it done for you, our client, because we are your trusted fiduciary consultants, right? So let's get into it, guys. It may seem a little aggressive for you, then we're just on a different timetable, right? We want this thing to accelerate. A lot of people say, man, you are aggressive in business. Well, hey, look, I have larger goals than you have. Maybe your goals are to earn 50,000, to earn 100,000, right? Our goals are 33 million, 66 million, 99 million, and up, right? So you gotta have larger goals. That's the start, right? Today we got a great show. We're talking about 3 ways that you can be sure to hit the end of the year income targets, end of the year sales targets. And if you have questions specifically about your situation, we'd love to hear it. Call in or text us at 917-524-7337. Be sure to share this podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, share it, write comments. We love to interact with you in the comments. We love to respond to your comments. If you have somebody that has a Facebook group, post it to their Facebook group. This is all about sharing, right? We love to see the love. So look, we're talking about targets. We're talking about the end of the year. It's November. It's Thanksgiving, right? It's Thanksgiving. Today is Thanksgiving, and tomorrow is Black Friday, and we get crazy with deals because we're trying to hit big numbers and big targets. So if you're like anything like me, you're like, hey, what can I do to be more creative to hit those targets? What can I do today, right, to make sure that at the end of the year, I'm not looking back going, man, I just wasted the last month and a half. And I got to let you know, this time of year, it's like enchanting to people, right? Because beginning of November, we were flying in from a trip, right? And I saw Christmas lights when we were landing and, driving through the neighborhood. So we're coming back and it's dark and I see Christmas lights. I'm like, what? It's November, it's almost 2 months out of Christmas. My partner's saying, hey, we need to get a Christmas tree. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's today and you're talking about a Christmas tree. One thing at a time. The point is, it's a lot of distractions this type of year. The consumer market is super heavy. They are pushing to grab your attention and to have you purchase some sort of holiday themed item. So what I want to make sure that you hit your targets today. Decembers were always the best year, the best month of the entire year for me, right? I look back in my career and it was always like, because I made this commitment to myself that it was going to be a good month, right? Of course, everything that you do, it starts with a committed. You got to be committed to making it happen. And so, I want you to understand that this can be your biggest month. And you don't need to listen to everybody telling you that the holidays are the time to relax or time to spend time with your family. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But, think about it. When those holidays are gone, guess what? Rent check still shows up. Bills still show up. You still have goals. Don't get distracted right now. So you're running out of time. And I want to give you just a couple tips, right, that you can make sure that you maximize the holiday selling season if you're a salesperson. So number 1, urgency every day is key. Again, people start packing on a little bit of weight this time of year. They start moving a little slower. They start sleeping in a little longer. Time change, things change. People start getting all, lackadaisical. So you got to show up with intention and urgency every single day. You got to be focused. You got to be like, I'm going to cram 3 months of production into the next 45 days. You got to have that mindset when you roll into your office every day. Maximum action, maximum production. The second thing that you have to understand is you can dominate the holidays. You can totally stand out. In fact, when people are backing off, when you lean in, you start raising eyebrows. People start looking at you and they start saying something different. That's one of the ways that massive amounts of wealth are made. When economies are rolling back and economies are pulling back, the people that are able to lean in, the companies that are able to lean in and put in the extra work, make the extra investments, the people that can do that, they exponentially increase the market share that they're able to capture. So when others back off, you just got to lean in. Right? Beast mode, action, massive action, every single day. You have to get 50% more productivity out of your day every day. Find an extra hour and a half out of your day to make calls, follow up with client leads, establish new client leads. Spend another extra hour and a half to 2 hours doing the DM strategy on social media. Hey, we'd love to connect with you. If you see somebody that aligns with your brand interests, you need to be reaching out to them, and that takes massive action. Work some on Saturdays, work some on Sundays. I'm telling you, this freaks people out, right? People aren't used to that level of dedication and action. And then the last thing, a lot of people are going to start telling you, as an entrepreneur, hey, we're going to wait till after the holidays to make a decision. Do not believe this. It is a stall tactic. 99% of the time, all they're trying to do is they're brushing you off, okay? So you got to understand that if the offer is right, if the product is right, and if the problem is there, anybody who can make a decision will make a decision. So you got to just completely filter out all the BS because it's there. Don't trust me. We have a lot of stuff that we're doing right now leaning into the holiday season. So, for example, we have a major launch we're getting ready to do on the website. And this is going to be on our level 1 brand diagnostic. This is something we never offered before, but we realized that so many people need it now. The level 1 brand diagnostic is a $7,000 program for small businesses. A lot of people can't afford it. It covers everything you know from how to increase your awareness, your efficiency, and your revenue as a business. Literally everything that you can need to start your brand strategy is right there. Got you covered with the level 1 brand diagnostic. The problem is some people can't afford it. So I don't know if we're ready to do this, but tomorrow, Black Friday, at some point tomorrow, we're going to start promoting this huge discount, basically giving you a way to take bite-sized chunks out of the full diagnostic payment and still get the upfront value along the way. So maybe you can't afford the $7,000 program right up front, but maybe you can afford it in incremental chunks. And that's what we want to do. The bottom line is we want to make the level 1 brand diagnostic affordable to you because we're starting to get creative with how we're packaging our products so that we can lean in to the holiday season and we don't become a victim to turkey, mashed potatoes, iPhone binging, Netflix binging, all of that stuff. We keep it all vegan on our side, so we're not eating any of that. And then the big boy, Santa Claus. Don't forget about him, because he's coming after your pocketbook, your bank account, and your PayPal. Remember, holiday season. It's called Consumer Holidays for a reason. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Science up in the laboratory, causing chaos with a sick tight click with a whole lot of soul. Take note, take note. Throw your hands up in the air, raise it up. Science up in the laboratory, causing chaos with a sick tight click with a whole lot of soul. Take note, take note. Throw your hands up in the air, raise it up.
Hey, what's going on? Different World BG. We're back on Business Boost, same place every Thursday at noon East Coast Standard Time. The reason that we started this show is because I said, hey, look, I'm 26 years old at the time. I want to make money. Everywhere I go, people are saying millennials are a problem. Millennials are entitled. They don't want to work. They don't want to make money. They just want to, enjoy life. I want to make money. And I know that there's other people out there that want to do the same. So we had to do a show that's targeted directly to the people, hustlers that want to grind it out every day, entrepreneurs that want to hit their goals, that have massive goals, not these planned and programmed goals, white picket fence, $50,000 a year career, family, etc. We're talking about massive goals so that we can do whatever we want to do in life. And we bring this show to you so that you can reach your financial dreams, right? We've been doing this podcast for about 7 months. Man, 7 months, it's been a major investment of time to get where we're at. And I'm like, wow, man, you pull your head up and, there's some progress that's been happening. And it doesn't seem like that in the beginning. It just seems like hard work, dedication, belief. It seems like you're going nowhere. It seems like maybe you're making a lot of phone calls or pitches and people aren't calling you back. It seems like you're trying, but the bait isn't working to hook the fish. Gotta hook the fish, man. Gotta hook the fish. And if you think about it, somebody saying send a contract and they never send it back, right? People are setting appointments and then not showing up, or people saying that they want your product, but then you don't hear from them. And that all contributes to the skill development because that contributes to you becoming stronger, faster, basically developing a business sense of ultra instinct, right? A business sense of ultra instinct, being able to move and operate in business without even thinking about it. And that's what it's really about. And you learn to kind of use these different mechanisms that you have to kind of go out and eventually things start happening, man. So if you're in the beginning of that cycle, you just got to push and shove and show up every day with the same determination that you did the day before to get the job done. And if you're here watching the show today, it's because I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can make sure that you hit your target by the end of the year. These are 3 things that you can do that cost you 0 money. Literally, they cost you no money, but it would allow you to get closer to your targets. If your income isn't where you want it to be right now, and you're looking back at the year and you're like, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did this. Well, take massive action right now with these 3 steps. You could have been off earlier in the year. You could have been not committed earlier in the year. But if you do these 3 things, you will increase the conversions that you have before the end of the year as it's related to all your peers. So I'll just tell you right now, depending on the business that you're in right now, the cycle may be a long cycle, but it's too late for cold prospects, right? So when I get towards the end of the year, the way I make it strong is by not focusing on cold prospects, right? So I abandon cold prospects. Starting a new cycle, starting a new relationship, that whole process, it really takes time. And we got, a month and some change left, so we don't have time for that right now. What we need to do is push everything that we started this year over the finish line. So the first thing you need to do, the number 1 way to hit your target by the end of the year is you have to go back to every single deal. I got a list of all the deals I pitched throughout the entire year. You got to go back to the entire year. These are people that already know your product. They already know you. They were engaged with you at some level. Some got farther than others, but they know who you are. It's not a cold call, right? It's not a cold prospect. Technically it's not a hot call, but when you call them and you say your company's name, hopefully they remember you. So I'm going to tell you why this is important. Over the year, your product may have changed, leadership may have changed, their needs may have changed, their problem may have changed, their situation may have changed. You have no idea what's going on with people in their business and why they say no. We see a lot of great products all the time. People show us great products every single day, but the timing isn't right. We got other things going on. We got other priorities. I'm like, hey man, if I can get through the first 75 priorities on my list, you'd be number 76. But there's no way I'd be able to bypass that whole list and put you up front. But maybe that was in March, right? And now it's November. And now they're like, man, I got all 75 things off that list, right? I checked all 75 things off. So what next? You're just waiting for your phone call, man. And that's the game of patience. So reach back out to that person. There are 3 types of people that I've kind of classified into this category, and you have to prioritize them. Number 1, anybody that you sent a proposal to that did not close, they're your first priority. The second thing, anybody that you demoed but that you did not send a proposal to, they should be your second priority. Your third priority should be everybody that submitted a lead throughout the entire year. These are people that are all interested at some point, at some level throughout the entire year. Some got further down the line than others, but that's your new target list. First priority, people who have a proposal sent to them and didn't convert. Second priority, people who saw a demo but didn't convert. Third priority, people who submitted leads. I guess you could even classify this into 2 categories. They set an appointment and they didn't show, or somebody who just submitted a lead. So those 4 people, that's where you got to start. Again, these are warm leads. They already know who you are. You already know who they are. You've gotten it at various stages down the sales cycle, but this is the first place that you need to start. And if you guys have questions about this, please comment. Ask us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Welcome back to Business Boost. We are back every Thursday, East Coast Standard Time. The purpose of this show is to help you make more money, increase your awareness, increase your efficiency, increase your revenue. It's to increase your, increase your hustle, keep it strong. And today's show is about getting more sales before the end of the year. It is November 23rd, right? It is Thanksgiving today. It's going to date the show, but it's important. We're running out of time. The end of the year comes, they're going to look at that W-2, and they're going to be like, damn, I missed it. I missed some opportunity. That's not the number I want to see. I'm not good with that number. So don't wait. Do it now. And see, the real pros, what they start doing, they start operating against this deadline all year. But the first step is to take what you have right now in front of you and figure out ways that you can maximize the opportunity. So before we went to the break, we were talking about some of the ways that you can really continue. We're talking about the first thing you can do, and it's reaching out to people that have already expressed interest in your product. So people that submitted a lead, that's going to be your last priority call. People that submitted a lead and then sent in an appointment, whether or not they showed or not. Then people who saw a demo, and then people who saw a demo and got a proposal sent to them, but didn't convert, right? So think about that. These are warm opportunities. Don't start cold deals right now unless your sales cycle is really short. You got a long sales cycle, it's going to be impossible to get through a whole deal. We only got a month and some change left. So an example of a call, hey John, this is BG from Different World. We talked back in February. I was wondering, man, why didn't we ever get a deal done? What happened? And then you just shut up, right? It's the easiest call in the world, especially when they go dark on you. They're not expecting a call from you, right? You call and then you shock them, right? It's like dropping something in the ice water. It just freezes them up. You'd be surprised at the responses that you get from that, right? John's not expecting my call. We talked 6 months ago, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, he gets a call. Hey, John, BG from Different World. We talked back in March and we never did a deal. I'm trying to figure out what happened. That's it. And just let them talk. You'd be surprised how far just that call will get you. Okay, second way that you can hit your target by the end of the year, I guarantee this will get you more deals. I guarantee this will make you more, this will increase your awareness, this will increase your efficiency and your revenue because nobody's thinking like this. The second way, you go to the existing clients that you already have and you find a way to improve their situation. So like we sell brand strategy to clients. So our client has a contract that ends in January of 2018. That's about 2 months from now, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call out and I'm going to say, hey, I want to take the contract that you're in right now, the agreement that you have with us, everything's going great. I want to take that agreement and I want to add more value to that deal. So I'm going to take you out of your contract, right? In those last five and a half months, I'm going to wipe the slate clean and we'll do a new agreement today for 36 months. So I'm going to take them out of their agreement early, offer them a lot of value for incentive, right? Do everything you can to preserve the revenue. Don't take a dip in the revenue, always add value, right? This is something that I learned back in New York in the advertising agencies. Never, ever discount the price, always add more. So don't take the full page deal and go half price, give them another full page ad. So you always want to preserve that revenue, right? You want to add more value and find a way to improve their situation, right? Another way that you can increase your revenue is kind of along with this same line of improving their situation. Like for some products, like ours, for example, there's tax benefits for education. So if somebody writes a check for their contract, Remember, I was waiting for that money. That was a 3-year deal. I was waiting for that money for the next 24 months, right? What if I were able to offer you a 10% discount to pay the agreement off? You get the tax break, plus you get a little bit of a discount on the overall deal if we get the deal done before, say, this Saturday, right? So you see how you're starting to get creative with ways you're starting to plug in to capture more revenue or capture more revenue? I know we got a lot of questions in the comments, so please, guys, drop all your comments. Love to hear from you. Drop your comments in the comment box. Share this on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right, so the end of the year is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? Set a new target. If you fell short on your target, set a higher target. Why would you have low targets? Why would you have low goals? Become a maniac, man. Urgency every day. Employ these 3 ways to hit your target. Share this podcast, share this stream, comment, post. Think about it. Turn on our notifications. We're giving away game. We're dropping gems every single day. Let me just cover a few things we're going on right now. Number 1, so we just launched the new Business Boost program. Do you want to get our collective intelligence every month? Help on your project, just a text message away? Visit our Business Boost link, right? Do you want a brand strategy for your business that works in perpetual systemic form, right? That means it's ongoing passively. Take our level 1 brand diagnostic, right? How can you as a business have started your business without developing a strategy for your brand? Number 3, we are going to be doing some collaborative seminars, top of the year. Special guests, the work that you definitely want to be there for. Check out our site, differentworld.com. So glad that you were able to join me for this message on Thanksgiving. I wish you and your family a happy holidays. And remember, tomorrow, if you don't shop our Black Friday sale, you are missing out on an opportunity of a lifetime. Do yourself a favor. If you know that you deserve to earn more from your business, call us today. Book a consultation with us. Take our level 1 brand diagnostic. The link is right in the button below. Hit the link. Take advantage of this sale. You deserve it. The world deserves it. I hope this message finds you well. This is Different World BG, signing off.